Hi there. In this video I will be continuing with what I started in my previous vlog about porn, which was titled "What do our opinions about porn tell us about ourselves?", where I was deconstructing a specific comment that someone placed on a specific video vlog made by Anna Briggs Thompson about porn. Is it harmful? To investigate the reality that exists behind the statements that we make, the reality of not only ourselves but our entire world and reality, of which we are a product, that exists within and behind the very words that we speak. And so as to get to know ourselves, and so as to actually get to the core of what the real problems are and what it is that requires correction within ourselves as well as within reality, because it is within the very words that we speak and investigating the words that we speak that we can get to the factual reality, the actual facts of who we are, because it's our own words. So if we can understand where the words we speak are coming from and what they actually imply about who we are and about our entire world, then we can actually get to the reality of what is going on in this world and of what is in fact harmful and what needs correction. Alright, so the specific comment was made by a YouTube user by the name of Boycott Israel, and the comment goes as follows: "Porn reduces rape. Porn makes the need to spend money on dating women obsolete. Stop being a selfish feminist crypto-fascist trying to ruin the internet by wanting to take porn away. Porn and the internet are synonymous terms." Okay, so in my previous vlog I had a look at the first sentence, which was "porn reduces rape", and so I did the whole deconstruction of looking at the reality of what this one sentence actually implies by creating that relationship with who that person is and what our world is and has become that would make people make such statements, where I basically showed and proved how we are not even aware of our own words. We're not even aware of the real, actual reality that is hiding within the very words we speak. So we're not aware of the kind of reality that we are condoning and supporting within the very words that we speak, because we just speak them. Like this person making this comment, they just spoke those words out of a whim, out of some kind of emotional reaction. They just wrote down that comment without in any way stopping and considering what they're actually really writing, where their words are really coming from, what they're actually really saying. And so within the previous vlog it was very interesting what actually opened up as a entire reality within which we exist, that exist within this very person that has made that comment, and what this specific sentence, this first sentence, implies about the whole world that we exist in and the reality of what porn is. So I would suggest to go and listen to that vlog to also get a background of what it is that I'm doing right now with these vlogs and in how I'm speaking about using this comment. So in this video I will be looking at the next sentence, which is "Porn makes the need to spend money on dating women obsolete." Okay, so this is very interesting. So what this implies is that porn makes the need to spend money on dating women obsolete. Implies that when you are dating a woman, you have to pay money, and when you're watching porn, which is not really the same as dating a woman because you're watching women have sex with other men, apparently you don't have to pay, which is actually a very interesting reality or view on reality that this person has, or representation of the reality that we're actually living in, is where the reality, which is you dating a woman, going out on a date, creating a relationship with someone, is a point of it's real. It's a real physical thing that you do with someone that you have to pay for. Whereas porn is like a product that basically you are consuming, which isn't an actual living or expression. It's like a trade that is going on. It's a real, actual, pure trade that is going on, where you have these women having sex with men, basically selling their bodies to you for, obviously, money. I mean, what else? So why is it that this person, and obviously many other people, isn't paying for porn but is paying for dating women? Why is it that they make this equation within their mind of, if I date women, I have to pay and spend money. If I watch porn, I don't have to pay? I mean, this shows and reveals the reality of the world that we live in, where the reality of the world that we exist in is that everything is a trade, even relationships, where within the physical relationships that we create with finding a partner, going out on dates, creating a relationship, building networks, relationships, etc. in this physical world, we have to pay, meaning we have to invest time and money to get to know people, to go out, to make friends, to network, to be part of a group, etc. So there we can see that actually everything that we do in our world costs us money. Even like basic relationships that we would call love, it costs money. And so this equation that this person makes, where he says, with porn you don't have to spend money, like porn makes the need to spend money on dating women obsolete, implying that with porn you don't really have to spend money. I mean, this is actually strange, because you have porn, which is an actual industry. I mean, porn is a bona fide factual industry where people sell their body to earn money, and now you have people not paying anything for that, which implies that porn is slavery, because there's people creating this product and you're consuming their product, but you're not paying anything for it. So that obviously means that somehow, somewhere, somebody's being abused, which is those women in porn who are not getting their money, which opens up an entire reality about the porn industry and what porn is really about, or how there is a certain discrepancy in this porn industry where you have all these people consuming the product, which is porn, and not paying any money for it, which doesn't actually make any sense, because porn is an industry, porn is a product where people actually labor. And so that is the interesting dichotomy between where you have the actual physical reality of creating relationships, where you can actually see that you have to pay, and actually the whole relationship system and creating relationships is in fact like a trade going on, even though we wouldn't really admit it. While on the other hand, you have the actual industry of porn, which is the actual selling of sex, which everyone agrees upon is an actual industry where you don't have to pay, which creates this entire obviously creates this kind of confusion within people's brain of, for instance, people who watch porn who then go and believe that porn isn't really an industry because they don't have to pay for it. Which is strange, because in actual reality you do have to pay to get laid, basically. You have to pay for dating women and meeting women and creating relationships and maintaining the relationship. And now you have this porn industry where you don't really have to pay. So within people's brain it goes like, well, so that must mean that porn is more real than actual physical relationships. Because for porn, I don't have to pay. So that means that those women in the porn movies, that they're not really selling their body, that it's not really a product and I'm not really consuming the product. It's more like a romantic relationship going on between us in some way, because I don't have to pay. So that means that these women are enjoying themselves. They are enjoying giving their body on display for me to watch and consume for myself. So within that, it's like people create then this relationship within their mind towards porn rather than actually establishing a real physical relationship, because within their mind they go and see and define the physical relationship as a trade, because they have to pay money, which makes it seem less real compared to the porn that they can freely consume, which is a really twisted thing that is going on within the minds of human beings that will obviously have severe consequences within our world and our reality, within how people create relationships, because now you have all these people just consuming porn and creating this special relationship in their mind towards porn and staying away from actual real physical relationships because of the whole money point. Where, I mean, nobody's considering the actual reality of the situation, which is that if those real physical relationships already cost money, then obviously the porn industry cost money as well, or should cost money as well, because I mean that's the industry, so that should cost money by default. So that means that there's something wrong here. That means that there's some kind of slavery or abuse going on here, with these people not getting paid. Which means that people watching porn or consuming porn are basically supporting slavery, supporting abuse, because they don't see they don't connect the dots of considering the actual reality of things, where it only makes sense that you would have to pay for porn. So this then would obviously, create consequences where, we're supporting slavery in the form of porn, we're supporting abuse in the form of women selling their bodies for like no or little money, and you have these men or women as well creating these weird twisted relationships towards this fictional women on their computer screen, which they are basically consuming for their own personal pleasure, and not in any way considering that this woman is selling her body. This woman is not doing that for pleasure or to pleasure that one person that is watching her. She's doing that because it's her job. She's making a living. But because the person sitting behind the screen consuming it isn't paying any money, he believes that she's doing it especially for him, especially for his pleasure, or her, whatever. So you see, there's this entire reality twist or dysfunction going on within people's brain, within how the porn industry has managed to make it seem as less of an industry. How the porn industry creates this illusion that those women performing in those videos are not doing it for the money. It's not their job. It's not their profession. And so people watching it are totally delusional with regards to what's really going on, the actual situation, where people don't even realize anymore that they are in fact consuming a product. This is not some kind of special relationship going on. This is not some kind of mystical or spiritual experience that they're indulging in. They are consuming a product, because if people were to be aware of the fact that they are in fact, that watching porn is in fact you consuming a product where a human being is selling their body for money, then that would be like a cold, hard reality hitting you in the face, and people would actually be less inclined to consume porn the way that it is being consumed now. And porn thus, the whole porn reality would thus be less of a consequential reality. And so far for our second sentence within this comment, where again I've shown to you how there is an entire reality that exists behind the words that we speak that we're just not aware of when we speak them, and that is in fact worth investigating, because I mean, as long as we're speaking these things without any awareness of what is hiding behind our words, we are supporting a reality of abuse without even knowing it. Because to us, our words sound valid and justified and right and correct because we are ignorant towards how they actually exist and who we are in relation to our words and what the reality is behind our words. So if we can start actually seeing what it is that we're really saying, what the reality is, the actual real reality that we are supporting through our very words, and thus become more aware of our responsibility towards this reality that we are creating here, then we would exponentially improve our communication and improve our standing and existence in this reality and this world. We would actually be able to create a world that is best for everyone, because we would realize that within the very words we speak is the reality that we are supporting, where it's a matter of investigating how reality functions, and so investigating a solution for society, and within that correcting ourselves, correcting the way we speak, correcting how we express ourselves, and within that stand as a living example in this world, as a living statement of this is the reality that I'm supporting, this is who I am as reality, as my statement of what is best for everyone. Okay, so I will be continuing the deconstructing of this comment in my next vlog. If you want to know more about how the mind works, how to walk the process of investigating the mind, investigating the reality behind our words, and becoming a more stable and self-responsible individual, I suggest to investigate the Destiny website, and I will provide the link below the video. Thanks for watching.